Salute to our Blorange Tears fam. What it do? This Knicks after party. Appreciate y'all for joining us tonight. And for those who will watch the replay tomorrow, don't forget to support your boys by smashing that like button and leaving any comments during or after the show. So right now we kind of in the middle of the Knicks game right now. Knicks are down 104-120 to a Denver Nuggets, a team that we haven't beat since 2006. And it's not looking too good right now. We haven't been getting any production from our bench.
Yeah. How's it going, bro?
Good. Yeah, I'm just watching this fool's gold game right now. Yeah, it looks like we're trying to make a run for it, but
like we're trying to make a late game.
Late
run.
That's how it always is. Why didn't they come out with that fire and desire like Clyde says from the jump? But I mean, it's really our bench. Like our bench was one of our strengths in the beginning of the year,
right?
And ever since Rose went down, we've been trying to mix and match and trying to figure out combinations. Now Cam Reddish is out there in the mix, which I'm glad. I'm glad he's getting some run, but to me, just sometimes I forget he's even out there. It's like there's Cam. He just needs to make himself. Yeah, he just needs to make himself, noticeable. One of his first shots was just settling for a tray instead of using his athleticism and trying to get to the cup and trying to create fouls. That's kind of what he does. He just kind of right now he's kind of just trotting around and not being aggressive. And right now is the time to be aggressive. It looks like IQ's kind of being aggressive right now, though. But at halftime, we didn't have. I think we had 13 points from the bench at halftime. I mean, like I mentioned, that was one of our strengths, and we were getting cooked by that second unit, that Highland kid.
Man,
Bones, Bones Highland. Yeah, he had 14 points in the first half.
I wanted him if we didn't get Deuce, man.
Yeah.
I like Highland, man. Highland. But he's another one, a good defender because Shoe got range. I like him, man.
Right, but that second bench is what got them in the game because they had 37 points from their bench when we couldn't get nothing. Yeah, so right now I'm at commercial though, but it started off looking bad with not having any Mitch, no Noel, so our starting center and our backup center, or a no-go. And we started off with old man Taj.
Mm-hmm.
And for the most part, he was holding his own until he caught those two quick fouls. And then we got a nice sighting of Sims, and I was impressed with what Sims did. Like right when he jumped into the game, he was holding his own on the Joker, and he went to go help out on defense, and then he got kicked out to the Joker, and the Joker pump faked him at the three, try to dribble on him, and he kind of just held his own. You know what I'm saying? And I was impressed with that. He actually had to pass out on that one. So yeah, I'm back on the game right now, and Joker's bringing the ball up.
Yeah,
he got Sims on him and kicked it out for a corner to Barton, and Barton missed. And IQ is bringing the ball up right now. So we're only down 13. I mean, there's still a chance. It looks like there's a lot more fire and desire, like Clyde would say. Then Burks missed a three, and then Sims got the offensive board. IQ a little give and go right now with Obi, and then he airballed. He just threw up a UFO right now. So I'm like, man, come on now. Like right now, you can't just be checking up shots, IQ. You know what I'm saying? You got to play within the team. Take good shots. Every possession counts. Sims is holding his own. I mean, right now, Joker had him in the post, but he had to settle for a turnaround shot. Like he's not like getting down in under the rim. He had to kind of let that go on the block. So I'm not really surprised with Sims' strength, but Joker's a big dude too, though. You know what I'm saying? People don't be sleeping on him, thinking that he's not a strong guy. He may not look strong, but he's a strong dude.
No, he looks pretty strong to me.
Compared, just one next to the other, they looked. Joker looks like he got some size on him.
Yo, Sam, I said salute Sam in the chat, salute Canal. Sam, I said the same thing, bro. I didn't even take the time out to watch this game, man. Majority, I seen parts of it. Once it was tied 23-23. I don't know what happened after that, man. I don't know what happened.
The last time it was on a Saturday, and I had to stop. You know what I'm saying? I had to stop watching. We were just getting cooked. I had to watch the game. Yeah, watch the game a couple days later. But I mean, this is what we wanted, though. We wanted the young kids to play. Sims is playing, Obi's playing, IQ's playing, Cam is playing. This is what we wanted, right? This is what a lot of Knicks fans wanted. So they didn't. They were the ones that kind of put us in the hole, and it was actually go ahead.
We want them to play meaningful minutes, though, not these little scrap minutes.
This is meaningful minutes when they're playing against MVP player from last year and a playoff team. You know what I'm saying?
So this guy is putting Randle and Fournier back in.
Yeah. Well, Randle, I'm not mad at. Randle's being aggressive and trying to get to the cut. So I ain't mad at that, though.
He probably thinks they have a chance. He probably thinks they really have a chance at a comeback then.
Yeah, I told you, fool's gold. But just the passing, the way Denver passes the ball is crazy. And cut, they pass and cut. They're not just standing around. They're playing team balls. That's something we should be doing, not having a number one option. We should be playing team ball and finding making the extra pass and finding the open guy. Sometimes
my bad, son. I'm sorry.
No, you good. I was just
that just threw me off. This guy got Taj coming back in here because that's what I wanted to get to that point with Taj. Last time we played them last season, we got smoked by them. How we got smoked tonight? I mean, there's more fight tonight, but we got smoked by them. And Tibbs had Taj out there. Like Taj was going to be a game changer on Jokic. You think little Taj looks like a kid compared to Jokic? You think he could really do something on? I'm like, yo, why are you even putting this matchup out there? Why? I remember at the time we had Norvell Pell, who probably wouldn't do much either. But it's like, yo, you need a big body on that man. Jokic is a big dude, man. This ain't no small dude. Come on, Taj only like 6'9".
Yeah, and skillful. He's not just a big dude. He's skillful. What I don't understand is why do they keep trying to double team him, knowing that he could just pass out the double team and get clean, easy looks. That's the part that gets me. So just if he's gonna eat, let him eat. You don't gotta get everybody else involved, and that's how they get going on these big leads.
Right.
So
thank you. Sit down. Let's sit down, please. Put Sims back in, man. Oh.
Yeah, it's too late now. They already took him out.
Yeah, my TV's just a little behind you.
Is that my
my phone? My dude's texting me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes I don't know if it's my computer or what. Yeah, it was just one of those games where they just they didn't take this team serious, and which I don't understand. We've been on a losing streak where it looks like we're going to continue on this losing streak until we change something. And look at right now. Who do we have in there?
Oh my God, he couldn't play in that.
Who do we have in there? We don't have Kemba in there.
Right.
So what's the point of even starting him if you're not going to finish him?
It's just this coach experimenting with SO quote unquote lineups.
Yeah, we got till Thursday, and
we got till Thursday. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day, bro.
I'm already knowing. I'm already knowing. Let's salute some cats in the chat right now. I'm on commercial break. Salute Canal Banloya. Salute Sam Granderson. Salute White Falcon 44.
Guys.
What it do, fellas? Appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm glad that Sims is getting some burn though, getting some run. Impressed with his defense. He's strong enough to keep. Basically, he's strong enough to keep Joker out the paint. You know what I mean? Like he's not. He's making him work when he was out there. And there was one time where he got an offensive board off of Joker and just yammed it in the first quarter, end of the first quarter. So he was out there working. Yeah, that's what we wanted to see. And then, like I mentioned, he got caught on an island against Highland, and Highland was on the arc on the top of the arc, and he kind of tries to shake and bake and tries to take him off the bounce, and then he stops at the charity stripe and has to settle for a fadeaway midi. So for the most part, you know what I'm saying, Sims was holding his own and just better offense than defense.
Right.
So, I mean, what can you do at that point? Just our defense, our transition defense sucked. You know what I mean? Everybody knows when you play ball, you run down looking for your mans. You know what I'm saying? And if someone's in front of you, you go into the cup. You basically have to go stop that person first, though. But if you're running back, you basically have to either find your man or the closest person next to you. And everybody's just trotting back, and this kid Highlander, brings the ball up and stops and pops. And I blame IQ for that because that was his man with that second unit, And like I said, I'll call a spade when I see it. And IQ's my boy and all, though, but he dropped the ball as far as staying on his mans on defense during this game because our first string for the first time was keeping us in this game. And then, IQ wasn't scoring. Burks wasn't scoring. Only one that was doing something was Obi. I was really impressed with what Obi was doing, being aggressive, getting to the cup. So I'm back right now. We got like 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. We got Burks driving, penetrating, goes for a nice little scoop layup off the glass. I mean, right now they're just making the points, making it closer, making it seem like it was a close game, but it really wasn't. Now they want to pick up on defense. Evan wants to be all in his chest on Barton on the corner.
Yeah, I wish I wasn't so far behind. So Thursday. Oh man, I would hate to come on that night. Thursday we got it on the Warriors. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we got the Warriors on Thursday, and then Saturday we got Portland. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll be at that game, so hopefully we get that dub with their depleted team, and we know the whole conversation. I mean, the whole situation of them getting rid of CJ. I'm saying, like, was that somebody you would have taken? Was CJ McCollum?
Yeah, but I mean, are we still trying to compete? It's really just a question of what's the direction. Now, but I mean, at the end of the day, if we was playing good and winning, we probably wouldn't even have to think of a trade. But now we're thinking of a trade. We're thinking about making a trade, and are we even in contention still? That's the thing. I mean,
for a play-in.
Yeah, for a play-in. It's like, do we make a big trade just for a play-in? I mean, we can take a chance and make a run, but I just know one thing: if we make a trade to make a run, and we fall short of that run, Tim's got to be in the hot seat. Sorry, he got to be in the hot seat. Because it's like, at this point, what's the point? He's a winning coach. You're a winning coach. Every year you should go to playoffs. Every year. So that's just me.
Well, that's what we were thinking. We were thinking, making the playoffs last year in the 4th seed. We didn't think we were going to get the 4th seed. Maybe the 6th, something like that. Maybe the lower seeds, but eventually we thought we were going to get to the playoffs, and that would bring more, free agents to want to join us, or that big fish that says, "Oh, I may be that missing piece." But now it seems like we just took a step back,
Right.
And now we're still now it looks like we're trying to figure out which direction we're going. Are we going young? Are we going depending on what happens on Thursday, whether we get another piece as far as young piece like a Cam Reddish, or do we get bringing a vet? They were talking about bringing CJ McCollum. Now there's that rumor mill still around Harrison Barnes.
I would have loved CJ McCollum too, but it's just I would want, not to cut you off, I would want people to understand. No, we're not building through them. We're just adding them. Actually, you know what? If this team had identity of playing through the youngins, CJ McCollum would be a good piece then. Because like I always say, the aging superstars, they're good. They help. You bring them in to help out young superstar talent. That's what CJ McCollum is at this point in his career. He's an aging superstar.
Yeah, he's that combo guard too, though. So you would actually be playing him out of position again by playing him as the point guard, because we already did RJ dirty by moving him from the 2 to the 3. You know what I mean? And now we have a up and rising. I'm not going to say star though, but we don't know yet. But Grimes is looking really nice out there with the limited time that he's been able to do.
Grimes looks promising, I will say.
But that's what I'm saying. So Grimes should be a 2. If you bring in CJ, he's gone now though. But if you have brought him in, he's a natural 2. But then you would have to move him to the 1. And I don't know what if they would have wanted. A lot of people had mentioned a Fournier and a Burks or whatever. I think they probably would have wanted Randle.
Well, going off the trade that happened today, I'd say they got fleeced either way.
Right, because it ended up being, who was it? Josh Hart.
Right.
It was Josh Hart, Tomas, was it Saturnaski, Didi Luizada. I mean, right. I don't know who that is. Nikili or Nikolai, or however you pronounce it, Alexander Walker. Then the way the pick goes is like if the ping pong balls drop to 1 through 4 and it goes to the Pals, and we know that whole situation with the Pelicans. They got rid of Anthony Davis, and we were supposed to get the number 1 pick, but because they're a small market team, that they ended up getting the number 1 pick of Zion Williams, because they wouldn't have been able to bring anybody in. So chances are that might happen again. History may repeat itself, and RJ just walks off limping right now. Oh man, RJ looks hurt, like he's wow. So
I missed that part. Let me go back.
Yeah. At least he's walking. At least he's, At least he's walking.
I see quickly had the foul.
Oh.
Yes, my man, my little bro, Machiavelli Wealthy, Joe Smoke, salute. Morocco Joe, salute. He said it's ugly, it's real ugly. Yeah, RJ is limping. Well, he's walking, like you said, yeah, so at least he's walking.
Yeah.
Bad land.
So they ended up getting a 1 through 4 protected pick. Oh. If it goes there, it goes to the Pals. Like I mentioned, who knows what the way the NBA goes, it being a business and getting teams those high lottery picks.
Right.
And if not, then the Blazers get the pick if it falls through 5 to 14, and if somehow, some way the Pelicans make the playoffs, which they're not. That pick goes to the Hornets, and 2 future second-round picks the Blazers get. So, yeah, they definitely got fleeced though. But they got rid of some players too. They got rid of Larry Nance Jr., who they just recently picked up in his contract. So they got rid of him and a Tony Snell. So Either way, I don't know. We could have had a better package than
I
that.
just want to knock his face. I'm sorry, sir.
You good.
Hey, I gotta stop. I'm not talking like that. Let me text crazy.
You good? Yeah. Yeah, that was a ugly game. Ugly game.
It's finally over. Okay, good. Finally, glad this issue's over, man. They said hopefully that's not. I don't know the way RJ. I'm not gonna lie to you, so the way RJ kind of walked off kind of worried me, man. I mean, he walked off himself, but it kind of worried me. Hopefully, it's just his ankle. But why was he in the game? Who knows? That right there worries me.
All right, so we got the link in the chat if anybody want to slide through and join the panel, and whatever you got, you just get off your chest because
we all venting, man. So whatever y'all want to come here, get it off your chest. We all venting, man. We all feel the same. It's safe here on Blorange, man. Shout out to my guys, hit the likes. So everybody's online tonight, so yeah. All right, now that goes. But it's pretty hurtful to watch, man. Pretty hurtful.
I'm just glad Julius Randle came out of his funk though, and was able to put his head down. In the beginning of the game, though, he was settling for a lot of jumpers, a lot of threes, a lot of middies, and I'm like, Julius, what are you doing? I mean, you could take who did he have guarding him? He had
was it Najee?
He had Green guarding him. And I'm like, take Green off the bounce. You know what I'm saying? Take him off the bounce. Get to the cup. You ain't got to worry about Joker being a rim defender. You know what I'm saying? Just get past him, bully ball. Not only that, though, you want to get Joker into foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you get him into two quick ones and get him out the game, then what? Then where's the offense going to go, and who are you going to run the offense through at that point? So that's kind of what I was hoping for. And then they just came out just too casual. So I was like, man, come on, y'all, what are y'all doing? But Jules, his midi was on tonight. His jumper was on tonight. His 3 points was on tonight. And I was just, hype about that. I wanted to see Mitch play. So what was wrong with Mitch? What was the late scratch on Mitch? Do you know what was up with that?
I'm not sure what the latest scratch was on Mitch. I'm not even sure. I don't know if he tweaked something or foul trouble. I don't know what it was.
I'm telling you, like, we finally had Mitch and Noel's last game, and then now we had neither one of them.
Nigel said in the chat he came out of his funk to get traded.
Yep. That's what we've been saying that though. Like, he's putting on a show for not just the Knicks, but for the rest of the NBA, getting ready to get paid. But that's what's been making me nervous is, that he doesn't re-sign. He already has 3 or 4 NBA agents, and agents are meant to get you paid. Agents are meant to get you the bag, and if he's already on his 4th one, that's what he's expecting now. Now, the Knicks can only offer him that $55 billion for 4 years, I believe, is what it is. So I know there's a lot of teams that'd be interested in him. Like I mentioned, a Detroit Pistons, somebody.
Oh yeah,
somebody who just with a young point guard, you take pressure off that young point guard by just getting him just being a rim runner, just getting those extra possessions by getting those offensive boards.
I'm not to cut you off. So if we do by any chance trade Mitch, we better not settle for no second round picks, man. You better get a player or something, not no second round. If we do that, that's just a waste. That is a effing waste. Pardon my, but come on, yeah. I'm mad.
Well, I don't think you get a first for Mitch. You know what I mean? That's too high.
His stock, he has some type of value, though. He may not get a first, maybe a late first, who knows? But you may not get a first, but I don't think, if Leon Rose settles for some seconds and nah, man, he just trash. That's just trash job by Leon Rose, especially when the guy's stock is kind of like going up. If you're talking strike the iron while it's hot, and you only getting some second rounds, I know how the Knicks feel about second round picks. That's all they like. Then that'll be a trash job by Leon. That's just me.
Appreciate that. Phase one mentioned that they said Mitch had a sore back.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I did hear something like that.
It's funny. I wonder how I would feel seeing him on a different team too. I wonder how I would feel.
Might just happen. I mean, they didn't sign him, so I can see that happening.
Little Julian, yeah, Tim, RJ did. I don't know. I'm kind of concerned with the way RJ. I mean, I'm happy he walked off, but I'm kind of concerned how he walked off. I don't know if I was like, I don't know how I felt about it. I mean, it wasn't worth him coming back in the game anyway. It was over. Yeah, so maybe it was best for him to go to the back, obviously, to go get checked out. So maybe it's just an ankle tweak. Let's hope it's nothing above let's hope it's nothing above the ankle. Just a mild sprain, the most. Probably rolled his foot. I didn't see it, but if RJ's hurt though, that's on Tibbs. We're gonna really black on Tibbs. I'm sorry. We're gonna black on that man. Why he was in the game? These guys getting smoked. Let the youngins ride out the game, man. Like, I can't. I just can't, man. That's why I don't care to watch. You think I want to sit through a Warriors game when we have a show? Oh my goodness. Why the F you put RJ, Fournier, Randle back in what the kids were doing? Right. I don't even know why they got taken out. I like seeing Cam out there. They was running hard, man, the kids. I can't wait till Grimes comes back, man. I tell you. I cannot wait, man.
No, they wasn't running hard at first, though. They was kind of just trying to round. The only person that was out there doing something was Obi. He was being super aggressive. He was over there driving. He was at the top of the arc driving. Then he did a little spin move and went up. So I mean, I think he had like 8. He was the only one that had 8 points off of the bench from the second unit at halftime. So he was staying aggressive. He was getting to the free throw line. He was getting his and ones. So as far as that, Obi being aggressive, I was content to see that. It's something that we haven't seen with Obi as of lately. We were kind of just wondering where he's been at in the rotation. And, now he had some time to shine, and I think that Cam Reddish trade has something to do with it too, because he's looking at it like this is competition. Who's the minutes going to go to? And being a player, you want to get those minutes. So I think he's trying to show up and show out when he's in there. And so I'm content and happy with the way Obi's playing. Yeah, like I mentioned, Cam had 0, IQ had 0, Sims had 2 points, and Burks had 3 from our second unit.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Obi, you don't like Obi, but yeah, Cam couldn't even stay out there long enough to do anything, man. I would love to see him get rhythm, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know with this coach, man. I don't know if Tibbs makes it. I don't know if he makes it through the end of the season. That'll be something. I think the fans are gonna. I don't know if the fans can make it. I really don't know. Winning coach but not winning. I don't know, sub. It's very question mark, man. It's given very question mark. We need a player. Right, Nigel. That's what I said. We need a player for Mitch. I know second rounders. Pack for Mitch should be. Yeah, I would try to get Jeremy Grant. I'm not gonna lie. I'll try to pry him up from there. Somebody. Oh man, so bad for Knicks fans. I don't. You know what happens at this time of year, sub, every season? At this time of year, I start watching the games, man. Now, we're still in contention, but I disagree with the direction of the team. I don't like the direction. At times, it's ran through RJ. At times, it's ran through Randle. I don't know, man. It's just
we just don't have any cohesion. You know what I'm saying? Like when one person's cooking, the other person's not. You know what I mean? Like when Randall's cooking, where's RJ? You know nowhere to be found. When RJ is cooking, where's Randle? And then we just get no production from our point guard, and then we're forced to double team. We're forced to help on the defensive end because we have a liability on the defense. And what happens? Somebody's caught in no man's land. Then he has to go out. He has to contest the open three, and by that time it's too late. If we just had the right players that can stay in front of their guys and not have to go help, and it is what it is. If you get cooked, you get cooked. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I don't know how much longer I could do this. I see this year after year. As a Knicks fan, I see this year after year, man. All this. Oh, I'm going my best chance to win, and we have all these kids on the team. They can't even touch the court. Well, we just lose back to back to back. Something's got to give. Something has to give.
Yeah. Well, we did see a timeout play from Tibbs though, when and out of the timeout play, I think Kemba had kicked it out to an open Julius from the corner, and then Julius ended up giving a head fake and going baseline and getting a one-hand yam though. So I was like, oh, okay, so Tibbs does have out of bounds plays.
Yeah, probably.
I try to look at the little things. I mean, the positive.
I'll give him his props. Yeah, he might have an out of bounds play. I mean, he does watch film a lot, supposedly. So I'm thinking maybe it's the offensive coordinators that drew up the play, but who knows? I'm not trying to take his credit away, but who knows?
Yeah. I'm just tired of those take fouls too, though. Those take fouls, those clear path fouls. Like, let's get a show going. Let's get these guys out in open transition on these fast break points and get these highlight yams. RJ had did it one time. I think he tried to stop the play and they didn't call it, and somebody else had fouled him though. But just let the play go.
Yeah, it's very draining, Julian. Very draining. Yeah, like you said, let the play go.
Yeah, I mean, especially with guys like Obi on our team. That's his best attribute is to get out in open transition, and
you gotta play guys to their strengths, man. That's all it is. You gotta play the guy to their strengths. It's a runner. So I would keep all the athleticism I can on this one team, starting with Obi. Now you got Cam. He's pretty athletic, athletic wing, and you got your Mitch. I don't know. We need athleticism as much as we need everything. We need other things as well, but we need a little of everything: athleticism, shooting, defense. You know what I realized we need too. I was thinking about this last week. We need a Marcus Smart. I'm not saying he's the answer, but we need energy. When we're not out there competing, we need energy. We're not getting that from there. Everybody's all laid back. We have a laid back group of guys. Derrick Rose provides energy, but he's a laid back dude. He's not up in the other team's face, clapping his hands in their face. We need energy. We need a Marcus Smart, a guy that's going to yell from tip off all the way to the end of the game at his teammates. A guy that just don't like losing. A Dylan Brooks, just energy guys. I just wish we had that.
Yeah, Marcus Smart isn't helping the Celtics from winning right now too, and they got two bona fide all-star players in the Tatum and the Brown. And but I get what you're saying though, like as far as the intensity, I'm saying calling players out, things like that. We just don't have any vocal leaders. But if the defense intensity, we do have a McBride who's we know what he does. He brings in that defense. He's gonna press you at 94 feet. He's gonna get into your chest. He's not gonna make any dumb moves, and he's just gonna he might not find the open guys, but that takes time. At the same time, though, his turnover ratio is above average, so he's not gonna go out there just losing the ball. He's he has a nice tight handle where he's gonna keep the ball close to him, and
right.
Why not just go that route? I was kind of hoping that was the route that was going to go tonight, but Kemba ended up starting the game. When I found out Kemba was available, I was like, "Oh man, there goes Deuce's chance of playing." But
Right. It's funny because I always forget that we have I always forget that we have McBride on the team. I forgot he is on Marcus Smart. I always forget that, but
yeah, he gets because
we
just don't use him. We
don't
just
use
don't
him,
use
yeah.
him.
Only thing with him, he is Marcus Smart, but he's not the vocal, not yet. I'm sure once he gets years in the league, he'll be that vocal, guy going upside guys' heads. I can see him. I can see him calling people out, but yeah, we need that type of player on here. We need a yeller, not a locker room cancer, but we need somebody. You need that, yo. Every team needs that. You need winners. You don't need quiet winners. Quiet winners. What quiet winners have gotten anything done? No quiet winners have won championships.
Kawhi Leonard.
Oh well, the Spurs. I mean, yeah.
Kawhi Leonard. Oh, with Toronto too. Just
well, they had dogs. Well, see, they called Larry Van Fleet. Those guys, they had some dogs over there too.
Yeah, but he was the 1A.
Huh?
He was their 1A. You know what I mean? He was.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, but I mean, just in. Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. But I mean, like, where like majority of the team is like quiet. Like, that's one team. I mean, that's the only team I could probably use is the Spurs. They're pretty quiet. They're not really. They have players that can be dogs, but yeah, that's one team I'll use. But yeah, the Raptors had dogs. They had Norman Powell, Van Fleet, Lowry, 3 guys we wanted. Now they got Gary Trent, another guy we wanted. Guys that are just tough skinned guys. Like that's what we need, yo.
Yeah, we have Taj, but he can't do it anymore.
Yeah, Taj is like he's like what I was gonna say. It's like yes, not you, but hypothetically, it's like you have a kid that plays ball, and he's asking you to play. It's kind of like Taj is like
somebody's uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Taj is like
that's Uncle Taj out there. You know what I'm saying?
Shep from above the rim. Taj like Shep from above the rim. Older guy that can play, but he shouldn't be playing. Now Shep, I mean that's a different story. Shep was killing, but that's what Taj is. Taj is the guy. He's the uncle that shouldn't be playing. It's like. Right. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
That old school play, you know what I'm saying? He still throws up hook shots, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, why the hell is he playing? That's what it is. Why the hell is this guy even? That's what Taj is. Yes, we need a coach. Yes, Canal, we do need a coach. I agree. It's kind of it's draining. It's draining and sickening. Like I'm used to Knicks. I'm used to Knicks teams like this for years. The same old. Just. I'm running with my veterans, best chance to win, while we have youngins just sitting there. We never know if we could have had talent because guys don't get to play. They don't get to play, so I don't have no comment on it.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Nick Yat mentioned. Randle had 1 turnover, 6 assists, and 10 boards. So much better. Yeah, he also had 28 points. And then he mentioned the 6 assists, and he went 11 for 22 in field goals. He was very active. I mean, a little too active, where he had stole the ball in a fast break and missed the layup. He was just going full throttle, where he needed to kind of slow down a little bit. He was playing out of control. But I could rock with that thing. I'm saying I could appreciate the hustle because that's what we wanted. This is the Randle who we expected to be. This was one of his better games all around. He was helping with the double teams on Taj on Jokic and ripped the ball from him and got that fast break. So he just needed more help. I mean, we needed more stops, is what it was. Our defense just sucked.
Oh yeah, we wasn't getting that.
Yeah, we were just trading baskets. Once we thought we could get a run going.
Yeah, not with no West Coast team.
Nah. We were just giving up too many perimeter points.
And I don't know the numbers, but Denver Nuggets they look like a team that takes care of the ball well. So I'm gonna assume they don't get many turnovers.
Oh, they did. They at one point towards the end of the game they had 8 turnovers, and we had 0. I think it was at halftime.
Oh,
yeah, or the third quarter. No, it was the third quarter. We went on a run, and Yeah, they had 8 turnovers and we had 0. So that's when we started coming back was that third quarter. So at that
Right.
point they didn't have they weren't taking care of the ball. Yeah. We had 34 points to their 28. We were 12 or 25 field goals, 5 for 13 3-pointers. We had 0 turnovers. And they had 28 points, 10 for 16 field goals, 4 for 7 3-pointers, and 8 turnovers. Yeah.
Yeah, Obi. I'm just looking at the chat. Yeah, Obi's brother is nice. Julian, what did Tip say when they asked him why he put the starters back in? What did he say? I just got to know his answer. Oh, is that interview on? I got to know.
They give us the best chance to win. Kelly, you know that.
Yeah, I'm just going with my guys that give the best chance to win. That's how my guys give us the best chance to win. It's yeah. He's the type to say I'm the coach, so Oh my goodness, man! I can't listen to him. I never listened to the post game. I don't want to see none of these guys after we lose. So
I used to listen to the post game comments in the beginning of the year, and I used to listen to Tibbs in the beginning of the year. And then it was just all BS and the same old answers, same old comments. So it's like I mentioned before, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not falling for that. I'm not.
See the comment, sub. Jules said, that's what Tim said. He wanted to win.
A canal? Yeah, canal.
That's what Tim said in the interview. He said he wanted to win. Best chance to win is always a loss. That's why I can't. I've seen this story too many times. I've seen us not to go down memory lane, but I've seen Knicks get proven coach after proven coach. It just didn't work here. Larry Bird, Lenny Wilkins, Isaiah Thomas. Those were some crazy days. None of those guys got it done. The teams got worse when those guys were coaching. They got worse. They probably would have worked out somewhere else. It just didn't work here. And we had Phil as a GM. We got all these guys that was in, that got championship experience within this organization, only to do nothing. Like, stop with these connections and these reputations, man. They don't work for us. Just stop. Goodness. That was Larry Brown's thing too. Not to go off topic. That was his thing too. Oh, I want to get a veteran in here alongside Marbury. I want to get a veteran point guard alongside him. I want to get veterans for this team. He wanted the youngins off the team. Just where do you coaches come from with these? Okay, at that time I can understand if you wanted veterans, but sheesh, we don't do it right when we get veterans. We overpay them more than what we should. Oh, it's hard being a Knicks fan. Really hard.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to do something. I mean, we can't just play the kids. Like the kids did nothing. The kids did nothing today. Sims gave us 2 points. Quickly gave us 5 points.
Right. Sims is a big body though, man. Like you're saying, athlete, big body. He that's probably why you like what you saw from him. He kind of like
I do like what I saw, and like I said, he doesn't fall for the okie doke. He's really poised when he's out there. He doesn't fall for the head fakes. He's not one to get caught in the air, and for a big guy like that, he has really good footwork as far as his lateral movement to get back on defense when you have another guard trying to take you to the cup. Like you mentioned with his athleticism. So you don't have to run your offense through him. And he caught a pass from a pick and roll from Kemba. There's a pick and roll from Kemba. He was rolling to the basket. He caught it from Kemba. He was under the basket, and he ended up just kicking it out anyways. But at least it didn't go through his hands like some other centers that are on our team. So I mean, I'm okay with Sims. I've been mentioning it from the jump. Let's keep Sims as our backup center with the second unit.
Right.
He'll get you those offensive boards. He'll box out. He does all those fundamental things that you want from a center.
Well, let me ask you something. You saw the whole game, sub?
Yeah, I actually watched it live for the first time, and I don't know how long. I'm always used to either game being ahead and I'm at work, or I just catch it on my own time. But I knew we were going to have the show. I mentioned earlier that it was going to be on while we were filming, so I was like, whatever, let me just watch it live.
What's the guy? Did Noel come in today?
No, he was hurt.
He's
He was hurt. Yeah.
Again. He's hurt again. Okay. Right. Again. What a useless MFer, man.
I'm ready to ship him off too. Like I've been ready. There has to be some team out there that needs a center. You know.
If he's available, I don't even think teams are calling about him. I don't know. He'd help. Funny thing, I mean, he'd help a playoff team if healthy. I will say that I'm not going to knock him. He had a good run with us last year when Mitch went out. He had a very good run, man. He was like number 2, number 1 in blocks. But man, although this season he's been a complete dud. It's like it doesn't get any worse than this ish, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just ready to get rid of that cat. So, how'd you feel about that Pacers and Kings deal when you heard about it? When the Pacers got Halliburton,
I feel like they made each other worse. Like no team really got anything better. I mean, it was more so just situations. I mean, you put Buddy Hield in I know they've been wanting to have gotten rid of him. Halliburton, I'm kind of shocked they traded Halliburton. I mean, I know they have a glut at the point guard position, but I'm shocked that he was the one to go. It's not too much of a surprise because De'Aaron Fox is solid too. Maybe they still see something in De'Aaron Fox and Davion Mitchell, so they probably figured, one of them got to go for some type of value. So you have Kings are not that awful. Kings are not that god awful this year, if I'm not mistaken. They kind of like fighting for 8th or 10th, if I'm not mistaken. Sabonis does help them though. I will say Sabonis and Fox that'll probably be a nice little. That could probably be that could probably work. Someone else that pretty solid one over there. Justin Holiday, Jeremy.
Justin Holiday. No. Yeah, Justin Holiday, Jeremy Lamb, and Sabonis.
Solid. That team might not be too bad, man. I know they. So I also thought of Marvin Bagley. So that means they got to get rid of Marvin Bagley then. If you got Sabonis there, you're clearly getting rid of Marvin Bagley. Clearly. I don't know who you're getting it for. I hope it's not us Knicks. I don't want us Knicks to even bother with Bagley, but you know.
I just want to know why we weren't involved in that trade. You know what I'm saying? That's who I wanted in the draft anyways was Tyrese Halliburton. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, now we had a chance to snatch him up again and kind of erase our wrongs and make them right. And we didn't even make it, knowing that they needed a power forward if they went after Sabonis. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I would have taken the Sabonis.
I'm saying as far as the Kings deal, you know, we have a glut of second round picks. You could have threw as many second round picks as you wanted.
Right.
For a Hallie, you give them even if they didn't want Julius. You know what I mean, I think Sabonis's contract is done after next year, so it's this year and next year. But if you're looking for long-term solution, you know, Julius Randle's on a contract for another 4 years, so you know Sacramento doesn't ever get any free agents. So why not solidify your power forward for the next 4 years instead of, you know, just having that for 2 for this year and next year. I don't even know if Sabonis would re-sign with them. He'd probably test the market and go somewhere else. Either you do it that way, or you could have went back and got Obi, and you would have had Obi locked up for 2 more years plus his bird rights since he was on his rookie contract.
Let me ask you a question. It just came to my head. So I know it's random. I know it's a silly question. It's a silly question. I know. Are guys getting the right amount? Are guys getting the right amount of minutes?
Tonight they did.
He wanted to win. Not to cut you off. He said he wanted to win.
Mm-hmm.
Was he right to play RJ a lot of minutes tonight on a back-to-back? He really wanted this game as a coach.
I mean, RJ is young. RJ is 21 years old.
Right.
I mean,
which he is.
Yeah, you could play him 48 minutes if you have to.
Well, then again, technically, yes, you could play youngins. You could play them those type of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you could play a lot of youngins those type of minutes, actually.
Yeah. I mean, as a player, how many players say that they don't want to, especially being young at that age, say that they don't want to play? Like they want to play all the, they want to play all the minutes they could get.
Right.
That's what timeouts are for. That's what when you go to the foul line, you get those breathers. Dead ball, whatever. Mismatch on defense because he was guarding Gordon, and Gordon wasn't. Gordon's a big, strong dude, but like he had his own on Gordon too, but he didn't have to worry about running around chasing him like you would a smaller forward. Gordon will take you into the post and use his athleticism like that. But as far as running around screens, chasing people on backdoor cuts, things like that, I'm okay with giving RJ those heavy minutes.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know. Man, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just thinking, like, if I was coach, I'm sure if anybody was coach, I would be throwing in guys left and right, man. You know what I mean? It's not about hurting feelings when I'm taking guys out. Guys got to rest. That's the thing you have to understand. Guys got to rest. I just don't get it. You have to rest guys. Like, what is this man? This man has taken 48 minutes of basketball over the top.
Yeah. It's not the total minutes for me. It's how you slice it and dice it. So if Kemba or Fournier or whoever, you know what I'm saying, or Burks or someone like that isn't producing in the first 4, 5, minutes, 6 minutes tops, you know what I'm saying? But like 4, 5, 6, like it has to be broke down into different segments. Like, okay, you're getting cooked on defense. Oh my gosh, now you're a liability. Not only that, now you're kind of trotting around, or you're standing in the corner, waiting to get a open look, and you're not cutting on offense. You're not moving. You're not things like that. You're not making yourself useful by, I don't know, grabbing boards or setting screens. You're kind of just trotting around. That right there would piss me off and have a quick trigger on you. Like, all right, next person, he's not doing nothing.
Right. Right.
But if you're out there and you're giving up points, but you're scoring at the same time, kind of like what Evan does, that's what keeps him out there. Is he gives up a lot of points. A lot of time he's in no man's land, but then he makes it look like he's contesting, but he closes out a little too late. But why, Evan? Why are you helping out? You're not gonna strip the ball from somebody. Just let that man do his thing, you know what I'm saying? And then stay on yours, because you're the one that's giving the open looks. And we know you're too slow to close out.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you shouldn't be giving anybody any room. You know what I'm saying? You should be all up in their chest from the jump. That's kind of just my point. And that's what I was talking about with a Joker. Just let him go one-on-one. If Joker ends up with 40 points, so be it. But we don't need to spread it out where, he has 18 and everybody else has 18 across the board, because that's kind of what, ended up having. Joker had 21, Barton had 20, Gordon had 19, Highland had 22, Najee had 11, Green had 20. There's a lot of guys that had close to 20 points or more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Plus another 11. You look at ours, and 2 points from Reddish, 2 points from Sims, 5 points from Quickly. I don't know how Burks got those 14 points. I didn't even see where he got those 14 points at. I must have ran into the house to grab my laptop and start hooking up wires and everything and missed all that, because because he was not producing to me. But everybody got their minutes though. RJ just ended up getting 35. You want your top scorers to have the most minutes anyway. So, Randle had 34. He had 28 points. Fournier had 32. He had 21 points. I just wouldn't have wanted Walker to have those 22 minutes. I would have wanted those minutes to get, to go to McBride at that point.
Or McBride or a Cam or somebody different.
Yeah, but with Cam, he had 14 minutes and he only had 2 points, and not just the 2 points. Why aren't you out there grabbing boards? You only had one board. Why aren't you going baseline? Just grabbing boards out the air.
Right.
If I had that athleticism, I'm going airborne every second, just grabbing boards, snatching boards from anybody else. You see a lot of times when the bigs are down there boxing out, they're just looking up, and then I'll just be flying out there like Superman, going over the shoulder, just snatching them up like that. Well, I don't know why they don't use their athleticism. They're just like too cool for school. Obi's the same way. He'd rather do a highlight dunk than get a highlight board or something. I mean, catch you could time it. You catch the bounce off the rim and just yam it right there. You know what I mean? That'll get you going. That'll get the crowd going. That'll get everybody else involved. You know what I'm saying, that'll be a momentum swing. You'll have the opposing team call a timeout. I mean, there's other things that you could do. You catch a charge. There's nobody catching charges. There's nobody, willing to sacrifice their bodies and get in the way. There's other things you could do,
Right.
That's the only part is, and I think that's what Tibbs is trying to do with Reddish. Is like, nah, I'm not going to give you the minutes, man, unless you deserve it. And Obi kind of figured that out, and now he's playing more aggressive. Now, if he could just apply that to the defensive end as well, and by getting boards, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not leaking out right now. There's nobody that's gonna find you on the leak out. He needs to pop that in his head. Once Rose was gone, IQ's not a natural point guard where he's gonna look up and trying to find you on the oop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to go out there and get those boards yourself. Give it up and then go reposition yourself. Or there was a time where he went coast to coast. He got the board and went all the way down. He was going so fast he had to stop at the post and kind of do he was on the wing and kind of faked left and then spun right and went all the way to the cut. Like, that's what you should be doing. He did it one time. But those are the types of things you need to do on your own to get your own points. You can't be waiting for somebody else to set you up all the time, or else you're gonna lay an egg. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
that's why I wanted a guy like Derrick Jones, but I don't know if he's still hurt. I never really followed the Bulls to see if he's back. I don't know. He looked like he had a bad injury too, but that was about 2 weeks ago, so I don't know. But I wanted a guy like him because he's another energy, freakish athlete, could defend some positions and all. Like he'll cut backdoor all day. He'll cut back and forth all day. He'll even get his arms on some ball. His wingspan is crazy. He'll even get his arms on some some loose balls, or he'll chase some rebounds down. At least he'll try. He'll make his presence known. With his length. It's like guys like that would be good too, man. I wanted him for a while.
Yeah, but Cam has that athletic ability.
Yeah, right. No, he does.
He has that athletic ability. He has that wingspan. He just gives opposing players too much space, too much room to operate. Just, you see the difference when Grimes is in the game. You know what I mean? When Grimes is in the game, like, they're all in your chest. I need somebody to tell Cam, when you get on the court, just be pesty. Just get in their chest, be pesty. Fight through screens. You know what I mean?
You know what? Like, you know what, Sub? You just gave me an idea. Remember, I just said we need a Marcus Smart.
Mm-hmm.
What if? Okay, yes, we have that. We have the genetic makeup in a sense with McBride. What if Grimes could be that guy in a few years? A guy that's just energy, just yelling at guys. Yo, come on, how you missed the defensive assignment? What if Grimes is like that? Because you just said pesky. That's what Marcus Smart is, pesky. I know what you mean. Like Cam is more of an athletic. He uses his athleticism to defend, which is cool. He uses that. That's what helps him. He's a good defender at that fundamentally. Grimes is that too, but yet Grimes doesn't really have. I mean, he has little athletic. He has sneaky athleticism. He doesn't have the length that pause. He doesn't have the length that Cam has, but he's pesky. He's up in your jersey. Every time you get the ball, he's gonna be up in your jersey. He's gonna be reaching in everything. That's what we need. Maybe he will. Maybe he will be that hidden gem in a few years. So you know what? I retrace my statement with that.
And he's still young too, so he could develop, like you mentioned, he could develop that later on.
Only 21. He's only 21, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you being a rookie, you're not going to get that much respect. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna believe you or take your word when you're out there trying to point fingers and tell other players what to do? They're just gonna brush you off, wave you off, and be like, man, you don't know what you're talking about, Rook. I'm saying, you got to carry my bags after the game to the bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me what to do. I'll tell you what to do, type deal. But like you said, over time, I feel like that could happen. It just, we just have a lot of young players, and we don't have those vocal leaders. So I can see that happening. I can see the same thing with the Deuce as well. We just need to have the patience, but then he needs playing time. That's the only way it's going to show, is by you being on the court, opening the eyes of players, opening the eyes of the coaching staff, knowing that, okay, maybe this is the guy. Maybe, we don't need to look into other people's garbages and dumpsters when we have something in-house already. So maybe this is it. Maybe we don't make any moves. Maybe we keep the team the way it is, and the front office and Tibbs has that conversation where it's like, it's time to let these young cats play. It's time to give this kid Deuce, once the two-way contract is done with the G League, they can finally move these guys.
Right. Yeah.
Him and the Sims, once they finish their contract, then maybe they'll get more minutes. But
I agree. Yeah, that's the thing. I like that's what I said before. I said maybe you don't have to make a trade. Just change the lineups. Add a tweak to the lineup. We went with the same starting five from the beginning of the season. I mean, with the exception of I guess with him taking Cam out the lineup and stuff. But we've been doing the same thing. And my thing is, maybe you can still start him, but maybe give him less minutes. Give McBride some minutes. I don't know. You squeeze in minutes. I don't know what's so hard about squeezing in minutes for someone else. I don't know if it doesn't want any feelings hurt or what. Because he has no problem taking out rookies when they do bad anyway. You're keeping veterans in, so I figure what feelings do you care? I don't know.
Yeah, for the most part though, he kind of did mix and match the lineups today, because he went with the original Kemba, Evan, RJ, Jules, Taj, but then after that he went with the RJ. He went with the RJ. No, he went IQ, Burks, Cam, Obi, Sims. Mm-hmm. So he went all young, with Burks being the only veteran there. Then after that, he went with the IQ, RJ, Cam, Obi, Sims. So then he just took out Burks and threw in an RJ in there, which on paper that looks like a nice young deadly team. Maybe something that we have in the future.
I will say, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? IQ, RJ, a Cam, a Obi, and a Sims.
Right.
But that's kind of where we went. We went when we went on our downfall, and that's kind of when they went on their run. That lineup didn't last too long. He ended up throwing Kemba and RJ and Jules back into the game, and he kept a Cam and a Sims in there, because that team got ran out the gym. On paper, it should have been the other way around, with all that athleticism with the Cam, a Obi, and a Sims. But then you have IQ as a 3-point shooter, someone who can spread the floor. And then you still have your slashers, with the Cam and the RJ. So it looked like you had a lot of versatility on there. The only problem is we didn't have any veterans. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have any veteran leadership, and that's kind of where it fell off. Players were all throwing together at that point, and nobody knew how to mesh and go with their strengths. Everybody was kind of like you just threw in a gang of random people in there and expected them to click on all cylinders, and
right.
it kind of just got thrown back on our face on that point though. But when I saw that lineup, I was hype. I was like, oh yeah.
Right.
we gonna get some going now. Then I was like, oh snap.
Reality set in.
Yep. And I was like, all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't know. Man. I really don't know.
That's kind of what we're gonna have to look forward to is taking these lumps, getting hit on the chin, and moving forward. Letting these kids work through these trials and tribulations, because they're gonna have to learn, not on the fly, but the next day watching film, the next day through practice, and learn from what they did.
Next day, the next.
Yeah, learn what they did wrong. But I still don't like IQ running the point though. It's pissing me off. He's thinking too much, trying to get.
And I'm not being funny when I ask this. You like IQ.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right. No, I'm just making sure. I know you like IQ.
No, I'm gonna call you out. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're doing good or bad, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I'm a Knicks fan first, and I would have traded IQ and a Obi for a Hallie. You know what I'm saying? I would have did that. I would have did that real easy, because Hallie could have just slid into the first unit right away and solidified that starting point guard, where for the future, someone who could, a tall guard, 6'5", you know what I'm saying, tall point guard, 6'5", who could shoot, take you off the bounce, you know what I'm saying, and facilitate for others. With the defensive-minded coach like Tibbs, I'm like, boom, pow, we're set. And IQ right now, to me, his ceiling is a lemon pepper Lou. You know what I'm saying? A sixth man of the year, a microwave scorer.
Right.
But right now we need to get the starting unit. You can't grow the bench before you grow the. You know what I mean? Before you're looking for the starters. You know what I'm saying? Like who can we get as bench players? Nah, who can we get as starters first? Let's get our starting lineup, and then we'll work out the bench later. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would have been done that. That's why I was surprised that we didn't get a look at Hallie. Like, man, we missed out on twice. So yeah, I just want IQ to go back to the bench. I want him to be a shooting guard and not have to worry about, because he's doing too much thinking, and then when he takes a shot, it's not a good shot, and he's not in rhythm. And yeah, it's just a big old mess right now. It's just a big old mess. We know the whole situation. We're playing everybody out of position and trying to figure it out. We're trying to make somebody players that they're not, and then yeah, so it's kind of ugly right now with the way things are going. Let's lose some cats in the chat. Our future media, salute. Julian Blum's been in here for a minute. Salute. Wilson Dang, salute. Appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight. Yeah. So what else? What were some of the positive things you saw tonight, or negative? What do you want to talk about, Cully?
As far as positive, the only positive. Oh shoot, I didn't even know I was on camera. Oh shoot, my bad. I had to fix my camera. Hold up. Oh man, where's Unc? We had some people backstage. Damn. My only thing is, I will say that was positive was even seeing the youngins. Get minutes. That's the only positive I've seen from tonight. Because we lost. I mean, there's always takeaways when the team loses, but I didn't really see any that I could really think of. I just like seeing new guys get play. So I wanted to see Grunt. I mean, I wanted to see Cam out there. I saw Cam out there, but that was about it. I didn't really see Any takeaways I can think of from this one? Any from you, Sub?
Any takeaways as far as like what all the negatives or what?
Positives, just positive. Any positives?
Uh, um, like I mentioned, Sims was he doesn't get much run. He doesn't get much burn, and for him to go out against the MVP player last year, the Joker, someone who's you know able to take someone off the bounce, assist, like he does it. He does it all. He's somebody if you were to want to build your team around or someone that he's that guy. He's a point guard. Without the handles, what I'm saying, in a center's body. He has that vision. What I'm saying? He has that vision. He has that strength. He IQ. Just we always talk about we want high IQ players. That guy has probably the most, top 5 high IQ, in the NBA. Him and LeBron James I would pretty much put those two side by side as far as IQ. And Sims held his own. He wasn't able to bully him as easily. He made him work, whether it was out on the perimeter in the low post. I was just surprised by that.
Salute, my guy. Salute.
G Money, what it do?
Salute. What's going on, man?
What's going on?
We just talking about Sims right now, and
you know what it is? With Sims, like I was saying, I don't think I got to say it. With Sims, the way he's built. He's built big, just like Jokic. Just he's athletic, and he's not a pushover. He's not a push around. Only thing with him, I guess, at this point is lack of experience. He's a rookie, but he's not a pushover. So you know what I mean.
Right.
So,
but he does have that experience though, because he spent 4 years at Texas. You know what I'm saying? He spent those years as a backup behind Hayes. You know what I'm saying?
Kai Jones.
Hayes and Mamba.
I thought it was Kai Jones.
Right.
No, it was Hayes from the Pals. Is it the Pals?
Oh yeah, I think
Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, Jackson Hayes. Yeah, I thought he was also behind Mobamba. But maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
I said Mobamba.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, my bad.
So that's what I'm saying. I was like, he played behind both those centers as the backup, one left and then the other one, and then so he was able to learn, able to be take all that in by being learning all the fundamentals of the game, and it shows that he was well coached. He has all that athleticism. He doesn't jump over anybody's back. He knows how to stay, on the ground, how to keep his feet grounded, and he doesn't fall for pump fakes. And when it's time to use the athleticism, he'll catch it off the board. He caught that one and yammed on Joker. That was his only 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. I'm okay with Sims, man. Even if it is a few minutes, I'm okay with. I ain't seen him in a while.
Sims plays hard.
Right, plays hard, yo.
But this game was predictable. It's like one of those what's going to happen type games. You know what I mean? Like in the first quarter, we were sharing the ball, find the open man. Ball moves good. It's just that the defense was trash the whole game. It was garbage. Too many layups, open threes. You want to hear this? The Nuggets bench outscored our bench 61-34. And now RJ Barrett is hurt. You see my point now? Injuries can happen to us. Now look, RJ Barrett is hurt. What? And Thibodeau's stupid opinion saying that, hey, I'm going to play RJ because we're down 32. We'll see when we can run. Do you know how stupid that sounds? And disrespectful that sounds? You were down 13. The game was over, man. 70. The game was over. Like Thibodeau, think. Why play your starters when you're down almost 20 with like a minute to go? Listen, I respect Thibs, but his opinion is not respectable to me on that moment because it's like, how can you tell me that, we can make a run when the game was already decided? Because now RJ is hurt and he's going to be out for a while the way it looks.
Yeah, I'm kind of concerned with the way he looked. Man. I'm sorry.
And I kept telling people we can have injuries too. And now look. And the Knicks are 2-5 without RJ. We suck without RJ Barrett.
Oh yeah, it's about to be trouble. I would hope.
Go ahead.
No, I was thinking. I would hope. Damn, I wish. Let's say if RJ was out for a few games, I would hope it would have been Grimes or Cam to replace the star for him.
And they don't use Cam right, and Grimes is hurt.
Yeah, what's up with Grimes? Like, what's his
Sore
deal?
left knee.
Yeah, he's hurt. Yeah, I'm waiting for him to come back too. Man, I like Grimes.
Yeah, and people like saying, "Oh, we would have won with Mitch." How do you know that? The Nuggets didn't have Jamal Murray and Michael Porter, and then of Austin Rivers. Denver was injured too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just the statistics its own though. We haven't beat them since 2006. You know
No, we haven't won in Denver since
but
2006.
yeah, 2000. Yeah, in Denver. That's where we're at.
Yeah,
Though.
you don't want to-
It's a house of horrors, man.
That was Nate Robinson. That was when Nate Robinson was on the. I think
And Jamal Crawford hit the crazy game when he
he
three.
went on them. Yeah, that was the last. That was the last time we beat. I thought it was 07. Yeah, 06.
06, November 8, 2006. This game was like one of those I already knew was going to happen type games.
Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to watching it, but I had to force
You
myself.
watch clips, man.
You don't have to force. Sometimes in life, you can't predict the future for certain games. Sometimes you can.
Right. It's funny because I told my mom when she was watching the game, it was 23-23 at the time. I think it was the first quarter or going into the second. I said, all right, look at that. I'm like, they battling now. They're hanging
They're battling, but the Nuggets will wake up at some point.
right. And then fourth quarter is when you really going to be concerned. And then we didn't even make it to fourth quarter. But after that, I think it was before the half. Was it before the half they went on a run and almost had
Somewhere in the second quarter. They push it up to 27. Though you want to hear this? Denver scored 83 points. That's the most points New York has given up since 1966 in the first half. That's impossible.
83 points. Yeah, we scored 60 though. So I mean,
the offense was all right. It's just that the defense was ass.
Yeah, they were letting guys just cut. You know what I'm saying? All those backdoor cuts. Those
Highland was breaking bones. Bones, and also Jermichael Green had a season high 20.
Oh my goodness!
Go ahead.
Now, who was his assignment?
I think
Jules.
it was Jules.
Yeah.
And you see, Knicks fans call me a quote unquote negative Knicks fan, but I'm just telling you the facts about this roster right here. I'm not a negative fan. I'm just a realist. This team is not good.
Let it out, G Money. Let it all
like
out.
You see, guys. You see, people call me a quote unquote negative fan because they think that, oh, I'm just trying to be negative, but I'm just giving you the facts. The reality is that we're 24-31. Okay. Right away, New York was 41-31 last year. Ready have 31 losses now. Second of all, we have lost what? We were 11-9 on the road. I think we lost 11-10 on the road. We lost 6 straight games on the road.
Right.
We have Golden State on Thursday. You really think we're beating the Warriors on Thursday? Because think about it. The Warriors are going to come up with so much energy going to that game because they want to catch the Suns for number one. And Clay won't play Wednesday, but he'll play Thursday. All right. And now RJ Barrett's going to be out. The way the roster is built, who's going to be consistent enough to step up? Who? This is not last year's team. The roster's built wrong. The coaching is the coaching has been.
Are we beating Portland on Saturday?
I think we'll beat the Blazers. I think we will. We'll beat the Blazers.
I'm gonna be at that game.
We'll beat the Blazers. Portland, come on. They traded away CJ. We'll beat Portland. I think we'll beat Portland, and we should beat Portland. I believe we'll beat Portland. That's the only game I see out of this road trip. The Blazers. That's it. They just lost to the Magic. So yeah.
We lost to the Magic twice though, so we can't say that.
Oh, man.
I know.
Then they got Josh. Who knows? Josh Hart might go off that game. You know what I'm saying?
Or Anthony Simons.
Yep, Anthony
I'm worried about Simons. Yeah.
Nurkic. You know what I'm saying?
He might be gone by that time. I think he's gonna be traded by that time. That's my guess.
He might get traded. Possibly. I like Nurkic.
Maybe.
But that's what I had mentioned earlier a month ago. I was like, let's go after Covington and Nurkic. You know what I'm saying? And get rid of some of these vets.
I would have wanted Powell, but we never tried to get Powell, yo. Never.
Yeah, Powell.
The reason I said that because those two guys, Covington and Nurkic, are on expiring contracts. You know what I'm saying it would have took less to get them.
Right? No, it would have. It would have. I'm okay with Covington, a good defender. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Nurkic too, a big body. At least he could score somewhat. So I would have gladly taken
But wait a minute, you're subliminal. You're flying to the Rose Garden to the Pacific.
I live in Portland.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That game will be at 5:00.
Yes, 2 for us. For me, it's 2 for me.
Oh, 2:00 then. Okay.
Yeah, for me. Yeah. So
I agree, Canal. If we lose to the Blazers, man, yeah, you can just shut the season under the
You wanna
feet.
know what's funny about that? It's always the teams. It's always the games where the situation is if we lose to them and we always win that game. That's the funny part. It's
And
always like cold water at that point.
and Nate fans keep telling me we win the games we're not supposed to win. No, we don't. We're 8-23 against teams 500 or better. We lose against great teams. We're
Right.
8-23 against great teams. So we don't we don't beat tough teams. I mean, I just gotta be honest, man. I mean, the only like positive, I guess, is Julius Randle. I thought he was all right. I thought Randle played hard. Tosh tried everything he can. That's the only positive. Fournier scored 21 points, but it didn't feel impactful, in my opinion. It didn't feel impactful points. Like, the only positives for me is really Randall and Tosh. That's it. And Obi Toppin, too.
yeah, I would have switched it up. I would have probably ran a little small ball with Julius Randle, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
having Joker maybe having to guard him and taking him out on the island and just getting past him and going to the cut. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I don't know. There's
Mm-hmm.
different things that could have been done, but
Yeah.
Julius had it going. He had the mid range going. He had his 3-point shot going.
He did.
And he was being super aggressive.
Which I love seeing.
Yeah.
Which I love seeing. Randall's starting to find his form a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, over the last couple games, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's why I kept saying I don't want to get rid of Randall. He's just going through a slump right now. You know, he just needs more help. And if we had a point guard, we wouldn't.
Point guard, I want a point guard that can also shoot the ball. You know what I mean? That could also space the floor to take the pressure off Randall. You know?
Even if it's not a point guard for this year, I mean, I wanted Colin Sexton last year before the trade.
Sexton, I don't know.
Right.
I mean, I guess
I wanted to call it the young bull. You know what I'm saying? Someone that doesn't fear anybody. You know, he beat the Brooklyn Nets by himself last year. You know what I'm saying?
42 points and tied the game.
He had like 50 on him, didn't he?
No, 42.
42.
Yeah.
I seen him get smacked in the mouth and be all bloody and take that personal. You know what I'm saying? And just keep it going. Like that fueled. You know what I'm saying? Through fuel to the fire when he plays. You know, he's not the greatest defensive player, but he gives you a lot of effort. You know what I'm saying? Like he does.
It's hard.
Yeah. So that's what we always want, right? Someone who gives you effort, who leaves it all on the court. You know what I'm saying? And someone that can get their own bucket. You know, when Julius isn't going or RJ is not going, you know, we need that third scorer that we could count on day in and day out. And that's the problem. We're always counting on a journeyman Burks, you know, or is Fournier is coming around as of lately though, but
yeah,
you know, we're expecting him to be that guy, and I don't know. I just feel like a point guard, someone like that. Even if it's like I said, even if it's not this year, we just get him and we have our future solidified.
Yeah.
Is there anybody you're looking at G Money that you would like to have by Thursday or?
I kind of doubt this, but I'm praying DeJounte Murray. I wish we can get DeJounte Murray because he can hit them. I know it's not going to happen, but I'm just wishing he can hit the mid range. He can dish. He's athletic. He can get you some steals. He's fit. He can go to the rack, or who knows, SGA. SGA would fit nice on this team. Because to me, I also want a point guard that can space the floor. You know what I mean? I know many people want Ben Simmons, and I know you guys may want him. I don't personally. Because yes, he can defend. Yes, he can pass rebound, but he can't shoot. And no matter what people try to convince me about his all-star teams, defensive teams, I don't care. He had Joel Embiid. He had Tobias Harris. He had Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. Because people need to understand this. People can say, oh, he could guard all positions all he wants. It doesn't matter. Teams can still be physical with Ben Simmons. And if teams clog the paint with Ben, what can he do offensively? He can't space the floor. And also the fact that if you get Ben Simmons, you get a weaker offensive player than Julius Randle. And also, if you get free throws too, and he can't shoot. And also, Ben cannot move without the ball. Ben is terrible off ball. So I don't understand why people want Ben Simmons so much. I want a point guard that can space the floor. And also what helps my point, he's mentally weak. People need to think about this, right? We don't want Julius Randle because he's mentally weak right now, but we want Ben Simmons and think he's going to change just because he's young. Being young doesn't matter. He had 4 years to be better than what he was, and he's the same average player. We don't want Westbrook, who is a former MVP, but we want Ben Simmons, who got torched by Lou Williams in the playoffs, got torched by Kevin Huerter in the playoffs, got torched by Trae Young in the playoffs, and got torched by Scary Terry in the playoffs, and Kyle Lowry at times. But we want Ben Simmons just because he can defend and pass and rebound.
I'm with you. That's too much money to put into someone that
can't shoot.
We're still gonna have the same problems. You know what I'm saying?
And teams will clog the paint.
Yeah. That's why I'm good with
me neither.
With Jules and RJ and just finding a point guard.
Jules, right. Oh man, I don't even know if I want to hear his name anymore either, man.
Jules, man. I mean, I don't think Randall's getting traded right now. I doubt it. You?
I don't think so either.
No, it would have happened already. It would have happened. It would have happened in that Kings trade instead of Sabonis. They would have sweetened the pot if they wanted to get rid of him that bad.
Right.
We're talking about the Kings here they get fleeced all the time.
And they traded Halliburton, Thompson, and Hield for Sabonis, Lamb, and Justin Holiday. Yep.
Well, I'm just saying, for us having a president who was a former agent himself, knows how to talk to people, knows how to get what he wants. So I mean, look at all the second round picks we got. We got second round picks from guys that we traded for that never even joined the Knicks. We just traded them right afterwards, like an Ed Davis. You know what I mean? We traded for Ed Davis, got a second round pick, and then traded him again and got another second round pick before he never even came to New York. You know what I'm saying? So
pretty much. Yep.
If you could do moves like that, I know they could have did some kind of move. You know, getting rid of a Julius Randle if they wanted to. I just don't think that was the way they're trying to go right now.
Right. What point guard do you guys want to get in the deadline if we have an opportunity?
I would take those guys you said, but I just don't feel like it's realistic as far as San Antonio letting him go. Yeah, letting him go, or OKC letting him go, because those are franchise corner pieces that you just don't let walk in either free agency or trade deadline, especially when you're not bringing any players in. You know, nobody's going to OKC. I mean, you gotta trade to bring players into OKC.
You can't trade Kemba back there.
That's not gonna happen. They're gonna let him go again.
They're not even gonna accept the trade.
Pretty much, they bought out his contract before he came. Yeah. What you want, Jalen Brunson?
I wanted a Jalen Brunson.
I like Jalen Brunson. I just don't. I mean, I don't know. He might be a bench player at best, but he does have some dog in him. I like him though.
That's what I'm saying. We always talk about we want dogs. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if they'll let him go though. You know, I think it's just
the Mavericks don't want to pay him.
They don't want to pay him.
Who doesn't want to pay him? Mark Cuban, one of the richest guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not really interested in I mean, they like Brunson, but they're more so. I think they're more so like let him walk type of thing with him.
Right, I agree.
But I'm saying that Mark Cuban's pockets is real deep though. If he wanted to keep somebody, he'd keep somebody without even sweating it.
Absolutely. But I don't know if he's I don't know. They might want a superstar over there, for Luka. So they might want to let some money off the books. He could be like the first guy, Oh, let him go.
Okay. I think we got the hour and 30-minute mark. So All right. Like to appreciate everybody who slid through and joined us tonight after this tough loss. Appreciate you, G-Money, rocking with us tonight. Everybody in the chat, and for those who will watch the replay tomorrow, thanks for joining the Knicks after party. If you like any of this gear right here, look me up on IG 2 Smooth Clothing _ TOO Smooth TH Clothing _ If you like any of these hats or shirts I be rocking, and check out my boy Cully and his new lemon pepper freestyle. Hit them likes and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? So hit them likes also for Knicks after party on your way out. All right, y'all.
See you later, everybody.